My company is Harkin UK. We're a distributor of wholesale marine hardware. We're about 21 people, not really big enough to have our own in-house IT. So IT problems affecting us before Vermont came along. Really the problems were growing in line with the business. The business was growing and the IT was getting more complex, and the IT now touches every faction of the company. The old way of dealing with IT never managed to cope with the fact that there were often several parties involved with the issue. So, for example, we were being driven mad by trying to coordinate the phone company, the computer hardware and the software company all together. The previous suppliers, they just didn't have a joined up solution, and they didn't really have a big enough team to handle our issues. We were trying to find somebody local, the right size to suit our IT complexity, response needs and budget. I chose Vermont really because I got on well with Chris. Chris seemed to be able to talk my language. You need somebody who can talk business rather than IT jargon, and it's surprisingly difficult to find that. So often you have to have an IT translator, and even then the needs of the business gets lost in translation. Budget is always a factor when you're choosing IT. After all, IT is a tool and an overhead. But these days, when you've got paperless transactions, an IT outage can significantly cost the company. Vermont's been able to help us with our IT problems by providing a really good response, and most beneficial to us is they'll take issues from every member of our staff so we can spread the load internally. They also provide a complete solution, including talking to any of the third parties, so from the phone companies to our parent company in Italy and USA to our other software providers like Sage and Orderwise. We would recommend Vermont. We've seen Vermont grow over the last years. We started with them in 2004. And they've stayed up to date with IT developments and all the threats such as cyber security. But I can't really stress enough that it's the fact that they can talk our language. I'm not interested in IT or how it works. I'm only interested in that my business is operating at maximum efficiency.